Hi, I'm Veronica and I'm the vocal coach at Musiclesson.eu. Today I'm gonna show you a couple of glissando exercises to start working on register transitions, which is basically this thing that we have these different vocal registers with a different kind of sound. I'm not going to talk about the terminology today because there are different names for these types of voice in different schools of teaching, so I'll leave that for later. But I can show you with a few simple examples what I'm talking about. So basically what many singers experience is this thing that when we go from a low note to high or the other way around, we suddenly jump and get a gap in between notes. For instance, like ah, now I'm really exaggerating, but we have these really big differences, and there we get a gap in between the notes, so we don't really get a connection between them. So what we don't want to do is trying to work on this coordination, and a really good way to do this is working on glissandos, which is sliding without stepping note by note up or down, but really just sliding gradually without hitting specific notes. So what we want to do is basically to do a sound of a or a and slide up and down from that one. Why I chose this sound, this particular vowel, is because it's quite neutral and it's something we do naturally in a state of relaxation, like when we sigh or yawn. This sound of which is where we can just relax in our face and produce a sound of like that. You should almost look a bit tired. That helps to just relax when practicing, not on stage. And so what we want to do is basically we start on one note and we try to slide up maybe 4 or 5 notes. It's not really that important right now which kind of interval we choose, just that we get a bit of a span to be able to work with our different registers. So I start, for instance, and jump up half a note or one note, depending on what's working easy for you. So next one, and so on. As you see, I'm not doing anything almost with my face. It's happening inside of my head. So, but if we come up a little bit higher, now I'm gonna see I probably will have a bit of a break today because I haven't warmed up for this tutorial, so it's really just how my voice is straight up from the box without warming up. So, there I have to work a bit to be able to do this transition, to not do, to not jump like that. So, I could, of course, that's what we don't want to do. I could, of course, press and really push it. Sure, I reached the note, but you see, it's really sounds like someone is getting strangled, which we don't want. We really want to open up to give enough space for the notes to be able to produce them without hurting ourselves. So what I do is I modify a bit. I lift a bit on the face muscles in the front, giving like a smile. So it's next note. There I have another one, which is another switch for another register, so I have to work a bit. Not too good today, I have to work on this. Almost, I have to work on this one today, I see. So, that's the point. We all have these kind of little obstacles in our voices, so we have to work to get control over it. And some days we're in great shape, no problem. Other days we have to think of things and ways to modify it. And that's the thing, these exercises teach you the muscular memory to be able to deal with it. So when you feel, oh, it's behaving like that today, your body knows how to do to overcome this issue. And that's the point. So you have to practice, not just, oh, I did this exercise one time, so now I know it. That's the thing. You have to practice it gradually to gain control. And also these exercises help to expand your register, so you can reach a bit further in this more talking tone register, or you can reach lower in the other more soft type of register. So this thing of also modifying to a smile, there's a little trick you can do, which is like breathing in with a surprise face. Like that. You're lifting the part in the back of your mouth that you want to lift to give enough space, which is the soft palate. We have inside the mouth, you have this hard part of bone. If you put the finger in and feel, you have a hard part of bone, which is the hard palate. Further back, you have the soft palate, which is flexible, and exactly that part is what works for us when we want to go higher up in notes. So this is something that works for all styles. It's not just for singers, but for, what can I say, screamers, growlers, for us also, that we need to have the ability to switch the pitch to not just sound What we want to do is basically work softly so that we expand our registers without pressing it. So no screaming, no pushing too hard. It's more about practicing until we start feeling where you can control it to produce the type of sound that you want. So, what's next? Next one is just another similar exercise, but now we're just gonna form an M, but with a bit big space inside our mouth, and slide as high and as low as we can go. And same thing here, no pressing, no really hard, but which is also produced inside the mouth and not by pressing or modifying a little with the larynx up and down. It's giving space inside with the soft palate to be able to create that note that you want, and then think it and give enough air for it. Breathing exercises will also come so you get help to reach to that level. And yeah, basically these two exercises are really a great foundation for any kind of style, regardless if you want to go singing classical music more softly like that. You have the same kind of use. You give enough space to create that kind of note. If you want to sing something more, modern style, I want to say a certain genre, but so this is also sliding up instead of really pushing too much, but gives a little bit softer sound, but also it's less harming to your voice. You will not push so hard, so you just scream and tense up in your whole neck. Last one, step one, step back, to not kill the microphone, is for growlers too, that we want to be able to do this pitch changes to not sound so monotonous in what we do. So basically to just do, without warm-up, some kind of black metalish growl scream here. So just a short example without warming up. So, but you see, I can go from quite a high pitch to a low one, and everything is happening inside the head. So it's the same principle for this as for the other sounds. You who are not into this style, I can say straight, this is not something I do with my vocal cords. This is the false cords or vestibular folds that are on top of your vocal cords that are vibrating against each other in a very fast, hard way. So this is really, people are scared of using this style because they think, oh, you're destroying your vocal cords. No, I'm not. I'm using another part. Of course, you have to do this with great technique, so that's the next tutorial or short example I'm gonna give. It's first little steps to reach a healthy way of producing these kind of sounds. So please follow us either here through the YouTube channel, Musiclesson.eu, or through our website, Musiclesson.eu. And I welcome comments and questions on the channel there if you have any, or send an email and ask me questions about this. So thank you very much for watching, and see you soon.